So you want the latest and greatest and most popular apps for your telephone. You've got to have it because everybody else has got it. And they're just so cool. Come on, folks. Well, in this episode, I'm going to share with you why you need to be a little bit more concerned about who made the app.
The Bidens for corruption. No, I'm going to finish my point.
And so our Republican colleagues, at least some of them, realize
how many Americans actually have.
I'm going to show you something very quickly. Right here, it says that the developer is located in Hong Kong. And this is absolutely nothing against the Hongkongese. I mean, I've known people from Hong Kong and they want to keep their independence from China, but China does actually have power over Hong Kong right now, and, well, China is setting up businesses and shops all around the world.
This app is called Supersound Free. That's right, 100% free. No advertising, no nothing, just free. Gotta love that. It says here, music editor and Magix sound maker. Now this word here, Magix, let's see if I can highlight it for you. Anyway, you should be aware of that because that's a company, I believe, out of Holland. And so they're kind of borrowing that. And they do like, they have like this looper program for your computer. But this is not associated with that. Take a look at the address here, okay? It's in Beijing, Xi, China. That's right, it's in China. So this company that makes this app is in China. And in case you've been in a coma for the past 2 months, China, Communist China, CCP China, is known for, well, things like spying on people. So if you're using a Huawei telephone or a Huawei device or any of the other ones, what is it called, 7 Plus, it comes from China. And the communist government owns every business. You know the old saying that there is no such thing as a free lunch? Well, this is proof there is no such thing as a free lunch, because even though this app is supposedly free and there's no advertising as it claims, I don't know, I didn't install it and I won't install it, it still comes from communist China. Now that should be sending, this should be ringing alarm bells in your head. But what that means is when you say, okay, yes, you may have free access to my storage and to my camera and to my microphone and to my telephone and to my contacts and all of that, you're giving it to the communist government of China.
So let me just quickly take you through this now. Happy Bees is located in Beijing. Right there, that should be a massive red sign that says no go. And they're just one of many, probably over thousands of app developers located in China. But there are also Chinese companies around the world, and there are other companies doing this too. I mean, like I said, I don't want to give my information to the IDF or to Mossad. And there's different communication apps that developed by former Mossad agents, Israeli intelligence, and whatever else. And they collect your information, they put it on a third-party server in some offshore site, and you basically lose all control of your information. Well, nothing is free. Now, you know that. There's no such thing as a free lunch. So it says here, Happy Bees attaches great importance to protecting your privacy. Before using the apps provided by Happy Bees, please read carefully the following statements. So I'm just going to skip down here. It is Happy Bees' principle to respect the privacy of the personal information of our users. Happy Bees will take responsible measures to protect users' personal information without disclosing such information to any third party other than its partners without the consent of the user. Let me just stop there. Okay. Happy Bees, as I said, is based in Beijing, China. There is no such thing as a completely independent company in China. They're all partnered with the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. So its partners, the CCP, and the CCP really does want to dominate the world. In case you haven't woke up yet, that's true. They want to be the one world government. Anyway, so without the consent of the user, that happens up front. If you don't read through this stuff and you click, yeah, okay, I want to use your app, you've consented. You gave it up. Okay, unless such disclosure is 1. Required by law, court, order, or competent government departments, or 2. Agreed to by the user. Again, you've done that if you want to use the app, you've done it. Okay, exceptions will be applied if the user selects to accept such disclosures during the registration process. Otherwise, it is stipulated on the disclosure or use of a user's personal information between user and Happy Bees and its partners, the CCP. We may collect and use certain personal information you provide to us, including your email address, which we may use to operate and improve our app, blah, blah, blah. This is a very small privacy policy agreement, but you really have to read between the lines. Who is it that you're dealing with, and what information do they want, and for what purposes? And again, you might say, well, it doesn't say anything about the CCP, it doesn't say anything about this. Chinese companies are all owned by the CCP. That's their partner. And they probably have other partners too, like the Chinese military. You should be concerned about any foreign government, any foreign military having access to your information. Because you don't know what's going to happen 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, or even the rest of this year. So anyway, I hope this has been an eye-opener for people. Please think before you accept an app. Do a little bit of research. I sometimes will spend up to 2 or 3 days doing research before I download an app. And that doesn't mean that I get it right. There have been times when I downloaded an app that when I finally found out something about the company, I wish I hadn't downloaded that app. Anyway, stay safe, folks. This is QNR.